Hello, it's Phil and Casey and Heather, and today we are in Knoxville. We're gonna kind of walk around Knoxville a little bit and see what it's all about here, look at some more of the UT campus like Casey and I did last time we were here. But right now we're going to go get some brunch at, what's the name of the place we're going to?
Tupelo, honey.
Right across the street from where we parked, these fellas were working on a skateboard video. The young man who's doing the trick did this trick several times, and on the last time I finally had my camera out of the car and was able to capture him in the air, and this is the one that he landed perfectly, and they were done after this. So I got there just in time. And as we walked to Market Square, I stopped and took a photograph of Casey in this doorway. I wanted to get a photo of the steel drum player and Casey in the shot at the same time as she tipped him, but I didn't like any of those shots. I liked this shot just before where he's looking up. Starting with the steel drum player photo, we are now in Market Square in Knoxville, and it seems like today's video is turning into a people and their dogs video. And also, what do you think about the new mount the GoPro in my hot shoe to make a little bit of video while I'm making photos? I think it's kind of a neat change, and I thought this pit bull, who was sitting very well behaved by its owner as its owner had brunch, was beautiful. Okay, so this is Market Square. I'm looking over at the Oliver Hotel, which has the Tupelo Honey Cafe in the bottom of it and the Oliver Royal restaurant in the bottom of it. That's where we ate at Tupelo Honey. You can see the steel drum player on the left. And this is an alley that's off of Market Square, and I thought this photo was interesting of this man walking up the meandering path, smoking a cigarette, and getting on with his day. I like these bricks. This is that portrait of Heather that I made with the brick wall that I was fond of. This is in the same alley where the man was walking earlier. And so far, all of the pictures have been with the 24-70 f2.8G. I'll let you know when I switch. This is another photo from Market Square, and this man walking his dog I thought was an interesting picture to make. Interesting thing about Market Square, you know, there was dogs all over the place there, and I didn't see any dog poop on the ground, not one bit. After I made his photograph, this gentleman attempted to give me one of those papers he's holding and ask for a donation, so I let him keep the paper and made a donation, and then I took a little bit better photograph of him as seen here. Another man and his dog here at Market Square in Knoxville. Great dogs. This is probably my favorite man and his dog picture of the day. Really cool. You can see the bell that's there at Market Square and the man walking his two dogs. And that is the Howard Baker Jr. United States Courthouse in the background. It is 3 blocks away down Market Street, but I like how it's in the background and easily seen. And I like all the trees in this photo as well. And so the dudes and their dogs theme continues in this video. That's Tupelo Honey, where we eventually will eat in the background. Shifting to manual mode for this shot, 1/4 second, ISO 50 f22. Actually, I think I'm at 1/3 of a second. To clarify, I use manual mode all the time, but I have had automatic ISO on, and for this shot, I turned automatic ISO off, so the camera was in full manual mode. Well, this time it's a couple and their dog instead of just a dude and the dog. Actually, the pit bull earlier in the video was owned by a female, but I didn't get her in the picture. And here is Casey at Market Square with the historic bell that's there at Market Square just right in front of the Oliver Hotel. This has got to be the happiest dog in all of Market Square, and it might be the happiest dog in all of Knox County because it received a belly rub for a long, long time, as I will demonstrate a little bit later in this video. Yep, it's another dude and his dog at Market Square in Knoxville, and like I said earlier in the video, really impressed with the way there was no dog poop to be found anywhere. So the owners of the dogs here at this area are really doing a great job cleaning up.
That is a happy puppy right there.
Shih Tzu. Puppies are so much fun now.
We walked around for a pretty good while after I made the first shot of this fellow and his dog before coming back to find him still petting the dog again in the same spot. We were on a different side on the return visit.
Well, we made it to Tupelo Honey after our 30-minute wait, and we've been outside running around Market Square. Okay, so I'm going to get a Show Mercy omelet. Heather's getting fried chicken and biscuits. And Casey hadn't decided yet, but she's leaning towards the slow roasted pork grilled cheese.
They brought us some delicious biscuits while we waited for our entree.
That is Heather's chicken and biscuit, Casey's grilled pork cheese thing, and my Shoe Mercy omelet. Looks good.
After lunch, we stopped in this alley that's right behind Urban Outfitters, and I made my favorite photo of the day of the girls in the alley switching to the 85mm f1.8, and there was a breeze blowing through their hair down the alley, and I really, really liked the way this photo came out. Then we started walking back to the car, and I made a photograph of this family walking past a health food store, and right as I got the shot lined up, the young man in the family started practicing his punching, and his mom is sticking out her tongue. I like this one quite a bit too. And closer to the car, I made a photograph of these skateboarders walking by. I wish they were spaced out the way the two in the rear are and looking at me, all of them. But I still like this picture quite a bit, even though it could be a little better.
After our brunch, we drove over to this place called L&N. I think it's a school. And right off the back porch of the place, we made a selfie with the sun sphere, which for some reason I can't get in the frame, but it's right over there. There it is. The sun sphere is from the 1982 World's Fair that was held here.
So there is my family at the Sun Sphere, or near the Sun Sphere. I really like this photograph a lot, just us being goofy. You know, in 1982 I came to Knoxville twice when I was 15. Once was to the World's Fair, and the other was to see Van Halen at the Civic Coliseum.
Okay, so now we are at the University of Tennessee, and we're going to walk around and maybe do some street photography and see the campus a little bit. Okay, we're at the Student Union, and Casey wants her picture made on this donut hole statue thing.
Casey had requested to have her photograph made here at this piece of artwork on the campus, and at the last minute she was thinking that maybe it wasn't the best idea to get up there, but I waved her on up and we made the picture, and I kind of like the way it came out. Later, inside the Student Union, I love this collage of photos that they have just huge on the wall there, and it was an easy decision to have Casey stand in front of that and have her photo made. I don't know why I didn't have her photo made there when we were there the other day. Now this is a different place on the campus. I didn't go there last time, or Casey and I didn't go there last time, but I just can't figure out what this piece of artwork is trying to say. I looked on the internet trying to find anything about it and came up empty. So if you know something about it, let me know. This is walking back to the car on the campus, and these two young men were just having a great time riding these scooters around. They passed by us several times, and I made photographs of both of them here in front of the Stokely Management Center as they were riding up this hill. I guess you can rent these scooters. I see them all over the place. There was one just like it in the photograph with the skateboarders earlier today, and you see them kind of all over the campus. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on with them. And then they passed by us again, and I said, "Hey, there's my dudes," and they started making funny poses. So that was kind of fun. Now here we are. This is we're almost back to the car now, and Casey is pressing the button to try to walk across the street, and when it's not time to go, when you press the button, it says wait. So she pressed it over and over again, and we heard wait, 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 wait. Casey is fun.
Well, we walked around the UT campus. I made a few photos inside and outside of a couple of the buildings. It was a lot of fun. Our little trip to Knoxville turned out to be pretty good. I'm still alive. The girls are in the car and completely worn out. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.